Hi everybody, welcome to this unboxing of the AMT Christine model car kit in 1/25th scale. Christine now, unusual in that it is not described as a particular sort of car, at least not on the box where I can see. If you're familiar with the Stephen King novel Christine, or the movie Christine, which was directed by John Carpenter I believe, way back, you will know who or what Christine is. For those of you who don't know, Christine is the star of the novel and of the movie, and is a kind of possessed 1958 Plymouth Fury hardtop. A car which goes out on its own and seeks revenge for its owner and for misdeeds and this kind of thing. So, let's have a look at the box, made by AMT. Again, just Christine on the front there. That shot of Christine with the headlamps blazing is sort of iconic from the movie. Onto the box side here, we have really nice images of the built-up model. Always good to see that, including an engine bay shot, chassis and underneath, interior there. Nice factory stock white wall tyre and wheel cap. And decals there saying Christine with flames on, which I guess wouldn't really be featured on the car as it is in the film, but could still make something cool. Okay, on the ends it's the same there. On this side we have what appear to be more photos of the built-up model. Great to see that. And Round2 LLC. This is a Round2 reissue. So what do we get in the box? Let's take a look in here. Wow, that's a red plastic. Okay, so first up we have the body, one-piece body there with the roof and everything moulded in place as you'd expect. The tail fins there, characteristic of this particular car, and in fact of that whole era of American cars. And we have in here also loosely fitted in there the one-piece floor pan, and that appears to form the floor of the passenger compartment as well. Great. Quite a nicely modded body. I am seeing some flash in there, although nothing to really get in a sweat over. Okay, it looks like a detailed headline in there as well, I think. Okay, good. What else? Right, we have a chrome sprue. Not actually that much chrome considering this is a 1958 car. But it appears to all be there. So we've got the characteristic grille with those menacing twin headlamps of Christine's. We've got the front and rear bumpers. They look quite impressive, don't they? Separate windshield wipers. The tail light clusters there. What appears to be a chromed air cleaner, rearview mirror. This sort of air dam that goes on the front of a 58 Plymouth, and those very, very nice factory wheel caps. Look at those, they're the business. I think we've got some dashboard filler pieces there as well. Great. Moving on. What next? Glazing. Clear sprue. Just open that a bit more so it'll come out. And here we have the typical 1950s era wraparound rear screen, I think there, and windshield. Or am I the wrong way around there? I am the wrong way around. Wraparound windshield. Wraparound rear screen. Unusually for a car kit, it comes with the full side glazing as well. I think that could be to do with the fact that in the movie the car was depicted with having completely blacked out windows much of the time. So this would enable you to do that, of course. And then we've got the headlamp lenses there as well. Great. Okay, very good. Well, next we've got 4 vinyl tyres here, and these are quite nicely done. Oops, if I actually get them in the frame. Quite nicely done. What looks like a classic 1950s cross-ply pattern. I'm fairly sure I'm saying that would be a cross-ply style tyre. We have some sidewall markings there as well, BF Goodrich. And a well into which I'm sure there are probably white wall fillets to go in. Let's see. What else is in here? So general parts here include what have we got? Rear axle assembly and prop shaft. Probably the exhaust pipe. Just a single on this car. The hood. That appears to be some of the front subframe and steering gear. And we've got a front bench seat with the back piece for that. By the looks of it, we have a one-piece frame or chassis there. That's interesting. So note that that isn't just moulded as part of the floor pan, it's actually a separate piece. So already we can see that this kit is more advanced than the older 1960s AMT kits, which typically recreated this era of car. This one appears to have been engineered much more recently than that. Inlet manifold and wheel pieces there. Yeah, wheel backs, I guess. They're probably the water pump and stuff on the front. Okay, one more bag of plastic, and it has the steering wheel. Oh no, I tell a lie, we've got two exhaust pipes there. So what I was looking at and thinking was an exhaust pipe, most probably wasn't. And I think, yes, rear leaf springs there. Some of the parts, looks like the cam covers, valve covers. More interior pieces again, a level of detail a little more than you'd find on the older AMT kits there, with those separately moulded interior side door panels. And the rear seat there, pretty nice. What appears to be the front lower body and probably the rear panel as well. And finally, we have the engine and transmission halves, pretty standard stuff there. Radiator mounting and radiator dashboard. I can see the sump, the heads, firewall or bulkhead, various bits there. And as suspected, we have, inserts for the white wall tyres. Brilliant. Okay, what else is in the box? We have some decals here. And they are, the ones we saw in the box. Christine, Darnell's Tonight. If you've read the novel or seen the movie, you'll know what's happening there. Christine, she's a killer. Well, that's the truth. Arnie is mine. Pledging my love. Wow. There's some deep stuff on that decal sheet. I don't know if I'm going to get involved with that personally, but I like it. So here we go. The instructions. Christine, again, no mention of it being a Plymouth. And I just wondered if that was some way of avoiding a trademark and licensing restrictions. So we've got the important information on the front there. Nothing about the movie, actually, or the novel, or the car. Okay, straight in with engine and transmission assembly. Pretty standard for a 1/25th scale car kit. Quite nicely detailed, actually. Looks like we've got a couple of pieces for the carb there. Something that goes on the air cleaner as well. I'm not sure if that's some sort of cold start mechanism. Not sure about that. Wheels and tyres go together. The interior, multi-piece interior. Looks like it would respond to some detailing. Then we've got that nice chassis with the exhaust pipes and front subframe going on. It looks like the kingpins probably can be positioned to enable it to steer. Not too sure about that. And then the rear goes on with the spring shocks and drive shaft. Okay, good. What next? And then that mates up with the floor pan and interior assembly that we've already seen. Glazing goes into the body. Oh, I see, we've got what look like side skirts as well there. They're probably optional. I don't think Christine in the film has side skirts. I can't remember. And then we have the hood and radiator assembly, and then we're on to trim and final assembly there. Bumpers, lamps, bright work, etc. Okay, very good. One other thing to notice on here, I think I spotted just a moment ago and then didn't say anything about it. Yeah, so along with the sort of logo farm and legal lines we do have here, it's very, very small, but Chrysler licensed product. So it actually is officially a Plymouth, even though it doesn't say anything about that. Great, okay. This is looking like a really nice kit. I've seen people build these up actually and paint them in nice original factory colours, cream and pale blue, primrose yellow, and those sorts of colours that were in vogue at the time, which of course is an option. But am I going to do that? No. I'm going to make it Christine. I've got to make it Christine. When I first saw the film when I was young, years ago, I thought it was awesome. And then finally as a teenager read the novel and enjoyed that even more. So Christine has a special place in my heart, rightly or wrongly you might say. this kit is all about Christine for me. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching.